Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Shadow Striker role in Football Manager, and let's get started with an overview of the role. The Shadow Striker is an attacking midfield role that can be played in the center of a variety of tactics, being a great addition to back 3 and back 4 formations. Similar to other attacking midfielders, the Shadow Striker wants to be a part of the build-up play and get his teammates involved in the final third. However, unlike those other attacking midfield roles, the Shadow Striker has the innate goal-scoring ability usually reserved for a traditional striker. As your team is building possession maybe in your own half, you'll see the Shadow Striker dropping deep to make himself available for a pass. But as you progress into the attacking midfield and final third, he'll switch to a traditional striker and get in front of the goal. In this highlight, when we win the ball, the Shadow Striker isn't looking to push up the field. Rather, he makes himself available for a pass to help in that build-up play. When he gets the ball, he plays much like an attacking midfielder, dribbling into the half space before getting a pass into the box. And in this highlight, we have possession, but the Shadow Striker doesn't have the ball. So he switches to a striker role and heads towards the front of the goal. So a Shadow Striker is a mixture of an attacking midfielder and a traditional number 9, which makes sense because the word striker is in the name of the role. That means they have the playmaking ability of a midfielder and the goal-scoring ability of a striker. But how do we use this role in a tactic? Well, we're going to look at a few different ideas, and to start, we're going to head to Scotland. There are two primary types of strikers you can pair with a Shadow Striker. The first is with a more traditional striker, like the advanced forward or a poacher. You are essentially creating a hybrid two-striker system with this combination, with the Shadow Striker sitting a little deeper. Our first tactic uses this combo, and we are in Scotland with Queen's Park, originally in the Scottish Championship, but we won promotion on goal difference by a single goal. This is the tactic with a Shadow Striker in the attacking midfield position, and the advanced forward as his strike partner. The two wingers are in charge of keeping the width of the formation, and the four of them together can create a lot of dangerous chances. As we're in possession of the ball, the Shadow Striker and advanced forward are keeping the backline occupied with the threat of a run. Because of this, my left winger is in acres of space. When he gets the ball and runs into the box, the Shadow Striker has crashed the box to score the goal. This front four is constantly forcing the defenders to make important decisions in dangerous areas of the field. And even if a player doesn't touch the ball, they can still be involved in the goal. Here's another play, and our winger is once again in space on the flank. When he gets the ball, the Shadow Striker and advanced forward are right in front of the goal. Their movement will drag in this defender, leaving the opposite flank open for the other winger. But that's the front four, and oftentimes it's good practice to bring in another player from your midfield or your defense. You want to have them get into the attacking midfield area to create different scoring options for your team. Something like a Segunda Volante is perfect for that because he's going to get into that attacking midfield area as you have the ball. With the playmaking ability of that role, our Segunda Volante led our team in assists. Once again, we're in possession. Here's the Shadow Striker, and this is the Segunda Volante, who gets the ball in space. This draws in the defenders, and the Shadow Striker takes advantage of that collapsing defense and gets in on goal. Let's look at a highlight breakdown to see how all these roles work together. We begin with our defender winning a header, allowing our winger to pick up a loose ball and take it to the sideline. He passes it to the Segunda Volante, and the Shadow Striker is actually ahead of the advanced forward who gets the pass. Watch the run of the Segunda Volante, who draws in their fullback. The pass goes out to the winger, who now has the open space and gets a free run in on goal. As we watch the highlight again, keep an eye on the different attackers and their runs that force the defenders to make decisions on who to cover. Whenever you make a tactic, whatever formation you choose in the tactics screen will be what your team's defensive shape will be. The role and duty you select for each player will influence what your attack looks like. So this is the 4-2-3-1 we use at Queen's Park, which means when we defend, we're going to start in this basic shape. The benefit of the shadow striker is that though he can score like a forward, because he's in the attacking midfield area in our defensive shape, that means he's going to drop deep and help in defense. Here's the opponent's goalie passing it to their fullback. We're defending, and this is our 4-2-3-1 formation that we just saw on the tactics screen. They get the ball into our midfield, and our shadow striker has dropped into the defensive midfield area to bother the opponent into a wayward shot. So you get the attacking benefits of a striker and the defending benefits of a midfielder. But keep in mind that the work rate attribute for the player and your team's overall press can influence how much they close down. And now that we know how the striker works in the system, let's look at another way you can use this role. The other type of striker partnership with this role is by creating an interchange. This is when you have someone dropping deep, like a deep lying forward, target forward, or false nine. The idea with this one is that you're creating a positional interchange, so the striker drops deep and your shadow striker pushes up. This is a tactic with Roma. It uses 2 shadow strikers in combination with a target forward, and we have 3 options to build our attack. When using the target forward, when he gets a pass and holds the ball, he has 2 runners that he can pass to. In this one, we're passing the ball around the back and then work it into the target forward. He holds the ball up and waits for one of the 2 shadow strikers to make their run. But the fun thing about using 2 shadow strikers in a role is that when one is doing the playmaking part, the other one will be acting like a striker. In this clip, our shadow striker on the near side has dropped to receive the pass. When he does, the other shadow striker has already started to make his run in on goal to create the scoring chance. And here, as we're building possession in the midfield, the nearest shadow striker drops to get the pass. He links up with the target forward, who then passes it to the other shadow striker. If you're going to try out this formation with 2 shadow strikers, something to keep in mind is I would probably have them with the stay wider player instruction. You see in this screenshot how close they are to each other, and the stay wider instruction would help alleviate this problem. And as we're wrapping up the video, let's check out some player attributes by going over the standout shadow striker for Roma, Paulo Dybala. He's got exceptional technical attributes for this role, including dribbling, first touch, passing, and technique. Also an attribute to look for is finishing, since they'll be in front of the goal a lot. And that's it for today's video. The shadow striker can bring a lot to your squad, and how they can score goals and create chances for their teammates. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.